Hey guys, Epic Pro 101 here, and today welcome to the comparison of my old iPad, which would be the iPad mini first generation, that one, and my new iPad that I got a couple days ago. The unboxing review, or not really review, overview video I made will be in link in the description, so go and check that out. And so yeah, that's the new iPad, the iPad Air 2. These models are both 16 gigabytes, and what we're also going to do, 16 gigabyte Wi-Fi's both. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a comparison between these two, because this thing, okay, has an Apple A5 processor paired with 512 megabytes of RAM, and this thing has an A8X with 2 gigabytes of RAM. This thing also has a 9.7 inch 2048 by 1536 fully laminated display, and this thing has a 1024 by 768 regular display, which, as you can see, probably in that little corner right there, is cracked. So we're going to see, well, cracked doesn't do anything, but we're going to see just how well these two devices stack up. So starting off, what we're going to do, we're going to go and open a couple applications. We're going to go to, what should we do first? Let's do Bloons Tower Defense 5. Oh, and if you didn't already know, both of these tablets have nothing running in the background. So we're going to go open this again, kind of mess that up in the first place. So you can see, much faster. Do this, and here we go. Get that. So you can see much faster. A lot faster, so you can see. So, and lot faster on the iPad Air 2. We're also going to go ahead and load up Geometry Dash. This should not take a long time. So you can see right into it. And on the iPad mini, we're still chugging a little bit in, and there we go. So as you can see, huge difference between the iPad and the older and the newer iPad. And the one I really wanted to see here is SimCity, and then we'll do Real Racing 3 after this. So here goes SimCity. Oh, I highly apologize for my camera. I did not know it was like that, so hopefully that's better. As you can see, we're almost already in. Yeah, okay, we're already in, and the iPad mini has just started loading it. So we're gonna go collect this. This is my city, by the way. It looks pretty nice. And yeah, we're already into it here, and the iPad mini is still loading it up. So you can see it's almost that little orange bar. This is just taking a long time. Almost there. There we go. Now the orange bar is done. Now, we just now have gotten into our city, and you can see that was a massive difference in speeds. Now for the test I've really been waiting for, okay, this is the test I've really been waiting for, is Real Racing 3. This is a huge game, and I really want to see how long it takes to boot up on both devices. So, we already have the monkey on the iPad Air 2, still the EA logo on the iPad mini. Already logged in the Game Center. And we just now come, oh, okay, looks like we're already in, and the iPad is still at the monkey thing, monkey logo. This thing takes a really long time. Oh, just logged in the Game Center on the mini, and okay, are you gonna do anything? Make sure it's not, okay, there's nothing it's doing. It's just, oh, okay, here we go. Now we got the Real Racing 3 logo and symbols and everything. And I've timed this thing. It took like 45 seconds one time, which is slower. So my computer starts up faster than this thing can launch an application. It's pretty sad. In fact, actually, it's very sad. Oh, here we go. Now we're in. As you can see, insane stutters on the how we're having the car load in. Really bad stutters there in the first place. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do a RAM test. So we're going to launch both these, and we'll see, as you can see, iPad Air 2, much faster, even launching. We're going to go back into Geometry Dash. And, so you can see the iPad, oh, the iPad mini has stopped. Oh, you can see it paused there for a second, and it now has to relaunch the app. Yeah, so you can see there. So, much better app loading, multitasking, pretty much everything on the iPad. now what we're going to do is a startup and shutdown speed. So I'm going to go and shut both of these down at the exact same time. Takes a while to... Okay, here we go. Shut them down at the exact same time. But it looks like they're both shut down. Yep, alright, they're both shut down. So now I'm going to go ahead and start them back up. I hope they're shut down, but here we go. Alright, so you can see very iPad Air almost instant, iPad mini pretty slow. Go and adjust my camera once again. Oh, okay. Here. Okay. So, still booting up. The iPad mini, surprisingly. Oh, okay, never mind. That's see later variation. Oh, there goes the iPad Air 2. And the iPad mini 3. iPad Air 2 is Touch ID. Oh, didn't work though. He's still booting up the mini. Really takes a while to do almost everything on this device. So I definitely need an upgrade. See if we can get in faster than this thing. Oh. Don't really feel it putting in my password. Alright, so, okay, here we go. Just now loaded up. Long time afterwards. So now we're going to go get into some benchmarks. Yay. The first benchmark we're going to load up here, well, it's not really a benchmark, but it's more of a comparison, is this hardware monitor thing. So you can see we have, and you can see we have big difference. 163 ppi versus 264. This says Retina, this doesn't. 2048 by 1536, 1024 by 768. Max processes 1000. Here, oh, it looks like it's the same, but the max index notes is 2000. Here it's 3000. Max files is the same. We go and head over to CPU. As you can see, we have a Apple A8X here at 1.5 gigahertz, and yep. And on here we have the CPU name. This is actually an A5. That's what it says. It's 2 physical cores. This thing has 3. It also has an Apple M8 Motion core processor. This thing doesn't. We also head over to the RAM. We have, as you can see, 2 gigabytes here. While here we only have 1 or half a gig. GPU is a really big difference. Here we have a PowerVR GX A6850. And here we have a PowerVR SGX 543 MP2. And pretty big difference. Let's also go and look at the network speeds. And what? Okay, I never tapped on it. Here we go. Pretty big difference actually. Well, not really, but Wi-Fi download, we're getting 728 kilobytes. Here we're getting 650, 390. Yeah, much better. So now, after we go ahead and do this, we're going to go and close this. We're going to load up Geekbench, everyone's favorite. I'm going to go ahead, as you can see right here, memory 1.94, memory 503, Apple A5 1 gigahertz, Apple A8X 1.9. They're also both on the same operating system. And also, let's go and run the processor benchmark right here. And I will be back once these are finished. And as you can see, huge improvement. Well, you probably can't see that. I'll hold it closer in a second. But this thing took around 2 minutes and 15 seconds. This thing took around 15 seconds. So that is a massive improvement as well. I'm gonna go and pick this thing up. This is what I'm using to record this. Yeah. Okay, as you can see right here, we have a score of 260 single core and 492 on the multi-core. We move over here, we have 1841 on the single core and 4590 on the multi-core. Something I didn't really know, it actually shows you the motherboard. Never knew it showed you the motherboard. But, okay, I'm going to put this back up on my super danky tripod. Super dranky, whatever it's called. I don't know. Alright, here we go. Go and close both of these again. Very fast. Now we're going to go ahead and run Antutu benchmark. And as you can see, it's sideways. And we're going to test again. Test. And I will be back again once these are done. So we're done running the tests here. And as you can see, this thing has a score, the new one, has a score of 59. Where is it? Here it is. 59,199. That's really good. It's an iPad Air 2. That's about 60,000. No, I don't know. I'm gonna round. And here we have about 15,000 on this thing. 1,500 and 108. Huge difference. I mean, massive difference on these two things. And if we go to the ranking, you can see my device way above an iPad Air. And if we go to the ranking on this one, you can see it's a little bit above the iPod 5S. Wait. No, that's not it. What am I doing? Here we go. It's a little bit above the iPod Touch 5th generation. And right a little bit before the iPad 3. So, really big test there again. Back. And the last test we're going to go ahead and do here is the 3D Mark test. Here we go. Make sure this fills up. As you can see, really fast on this load up. Here it's still taking a while. And one other interesting thing I found in 3D Mark is, as you can see in the iPad Air 2, Ice Storm Extreme and regular Ice Storm both say maxed out. Your device is too light. And this just now loaded up. However, and they both say that. However, this one, on Ice Storm Extreme, it says low memory warning, because I'm guessing it has 512 megabytes of RAM. And no matter what I do, I cannot make this little message go away. It just stays there. We're gonna go and run these. We're gonna go and just run unlimited, because we shouldn't have problems with either of those. We might with the mini, but we will go ahead and see. And then we'll also do a speaker test, and that will be the end of the video. So let's go and run unlimited here. Okay, here we go. And Ice Storm. Actually, you know what? I will. Oh, already loaded here. And we're rendering it. Boom, 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 boom. Super fast. I'll get back to you guys once this test is done. Okay, so I am back with these scores. So you can see, I'm going to go and take this off again. The score is 21,975, which is about 22,000. And where it is on the chart, it's between the HTC One M9 and the Motorola Nexus 6, and right below that, the S6 Edge, which is really good. And if we go and move over here, we have 22,674. Massive difference. I mean, look at that. 2,674 versus 2,1,975. That's not 20,000, but it's a little bit south of 20,000 in the difference. So, and here we're between the iPad 2 and the TurboPad 910 and the Elephone P6. Probably something absolutely none of you have ever heard of.